Hello, Calamity Crofter again, and welcome to another video. And again this week, looking at the David Brown, and just to move on with the bits and pieces that I got from Robert. As I was telling you before, I got a few bits and pieces for him from the visit that I did in down to Hereford, and so just to push on, we're gonna push on, fit some more bits and pieces. Just to give you a little bit of an update of what I've done so far with it, if I can show you, I'll just so you can see what I've done so far. I've put a new fan belt on there for it, or alternator belt, whatever you want to call it. I've also replaced the bolts for the alternator, all of them actually, because it had a selection of bolts holding it on. This back bolt here didn't even have a nut on it, and it looked like a shelf bolt that was just sitting in there holding it. Anyway, placed all the bolts in this now, so this is now well secured. Other things that I've done, I've already shown you the fact that I've gone over the starter motor, and I've got a couple of bolts in there now holding it securely, with an idea obviously looking at the third at some point. But also the accelerator pedal has been sorted out, so it's now connected to the connecting rod, whereas at the beginning it just had some funny piece of metal in there that was just not doing anything, which obviously doesn't help the cause, so I've rectified that as well. So obviously we've seen that the air filter was sorted out in one of the earlier videos, and the pinch bolt for the clutch pedal is also being sorted out as well. So things are coming along. It's obviously slow progression, but you can see that things are moving along. So see what we can move on to next. So what I'm looking at now is the stability of the front of the tractor, because of the fact I want to put a loader on the front of this. It looks like at some point in the tractor's history it's lost the securing bolts that stop the extensions from moving. Now they're seized in at the moment, so it's not a problem, but I'm going to be fitting a loader to the front of this, which is obviously going to give it more stress, and there's obviously lots of opportunity for the axle to start moving. So I need to make sure that I can lock these first, so before I put the loader on. At some later stage I will obviously look at this in more depth and I'll actually free this up, but at the moment I'm just looking to just secure it so it's okay to put the loader on. As I said in the previous video, I don't want to spend too much time on this and not be able to work with it, because I've got lots of stuff to do on the craft, and I'll have more time in the winter to have a look at this. So it's just really a case of just making sure that the axle is secure. So I've managed to get hold of some more bolts for these. So I've checked the holes. I've actually done the other side already. So what I had to do with the other side is I actually had to dig out all the rubbish that had gathered in the holes over the years, and basically I've spent a lot of time just cleaning them out and then freeing up the holes, sorry. So what I'm planning to do this side, I've actually had a look inside here and I've been quite fortunate, because the holes are actually not filled with anything. They've just looks like the actual threads themselves just need cleaning. So what I'm going to use the proper bolts for David Brown. So I got these bolts from Robert that I went down to Hereford to go and see, and so these are the bolts for them. And the thing about the David Brown bolts is that they have a little notch cut out the end of them, and that is so that you can actually clean the threads. They can clean the threads as you put them in. So I'm actually going to use this to clean the threads and lock the axle up. So the tools I'm going to need for this is obviously a spanner, the bolt itself, and copious amounts of penetrating oil. And I've got oil as well to go in there, if that just helps us get this all sorted out. So fingers crossed. I don't know what the condition of the threads are like, so I'm hoping that the threads are okay. So I'm going to start winding in and see what happens, and hopefully we'll get this side secured. So see how we get on. Fingers crossed. Here we go, see how we get on. Don't want to say too much, but this is actually quite uneventful. This bolt is going straight in. The other side was nothing like this. Wow, I've been lucky. I've been very lucky, because the other side was nothing like this. The only good thing is I did check these holes beforehand, and because I did actually wonder if the bolts had actually broken inside the threads, but the threads were clean. So it's this one anyway, looks like it's just a case of the bolt was taken out and never put back in, and it's actually not really suffered at all. See what the second one's like. Right, so now I'm coming to the thread. This is where we find out what the story is with it. No way. it's gone in quite well so far. And that one's gone straight in as well. That's typical. The other side, I literally spent over an hour just blowing airline in, throwing oil down the hole, winding the bolt a little bit, take the bolt back out, blow the airline in, oil down the hole, bolt in a little bit more, and I repeated that procedure for over an hour. And as I say, that was the other side, and I thought I'd probably have the same sort of entertainment for this side, but there you go. I've been quite lucky. I've managed to get this one freed up, and it's been no problem at all, so that's great. So I'm just going to fire the bolts in, and that's another job done. So that obviously helps the cause with going towards getting the loader on, so the front axle will be secure, so that's good. So on to the next job. So thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe and leave any comments if you have any, and I'll look forward to seeing you at the next video. Take care. Bye now.